All right. Howdy, Ken. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I was scrolling through my social media and I saw the company car being towed.
This is what it's all about, right? Doing affiliate marketing or marketing on social media is presenting the story as you want it to be told.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. To me, the whole realism part of it, and I'm glad we're jumping right into this. The whole realism part to me is what makes social media so unique and so powerful at the same time. And the way that you can convey emotion, you can convey all these things all through a simple picture. When I saw the picture, my reaction was, one of those emojis, right? Like, what's going on? You know?
I should have had an affiliate link for like roadside assistance. Dang it. See, this is the kind of thing that you learn. And episode 50, this is episode 49, episode 50 of the affiliate files, you're going to learn a little thing just like what we talked about there, opportunity. And when opportunity knocks,
Yeah,
get up off of your butt and go answer the door.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. There's some really good gold nuggets in there, and yeah, I mean, we don't be hyping it up so much, but yeah, it was a great episode to record. It had a lot of fun,
Yeah,
a lot of knowledge.
and that's actually the thing, right? We're going to be able to prepare ourselves using social media because we know what's coming.
Yeah,
And when you're talking about using social media on affiliate marketing, and I think we're going to dive into, because I know backstage we talked about the sort of the plastic version of social media or
yeah,
the fakeness of social media.
yeah,
So you sort of have to pick where you want to go. And I don't really mean that it's fake in the sense of it didn't happen. It just may not have happened the way you present it on social
yeah,
media. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But a lot of that has to do with your niche and what you're talking about and the way you position yourself, especially if you're positioning yourself in the entrepreneur space, right? If you make money online or you're an investor or whatever, you have to show a certain level of success or whatever, right? It's like you can't be into physical fitness and look like me and be selling skinny pills because I'm not skinny. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work. Like I could be the before picture, but I ain't gonna be the after picture. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's true. I mean, it's just that whole. I don't know. This is that debate, right? The whole social media. It's a larger societal type thing, but I think for affiliate marketing purposes, you know, you got to choose, right? You got to choose, like how you want to present yourself and to your audience. And I think obviously it depends on the niche that you're in, but yeah, I think it also has to reflect your personality as well, because it can be tiring. Or I imagine it must be tiring for those people to have to put up that front of of and expensive too of having a car, a helicopter, and all this kinds of stuff. And we're kind of joking around backstage of about how if you could be cruising in Vegas and you see a little table that people have just departed from a fancy restaurant, you hop over the railing, you sit down and take a photo saying, "Oh, I just enjoyed another fantastic," and you hold up the receipt, $5,000 meal. Like, yeah, but I mean, it can be tiring doing that. I think to me, my personal opinion, obviously, is that the realism to me is if you're there and you're able to do something that you love and do it for a continued period of time, that to me that shows a level of success that most people can't even imagine achieving. So but that comes through experience, right? That comes through experience of having gone through all of that, having fallen for into the trap of seeing these people with these trappings of success, and just realizing that what, they're regular people just like me. We all wake up. Some wake up in silk beds and stuff. I wake up in with just Pima cotton or whatever it is, and I just do my thing, whatever it is, right? I don't have high thread count sheets. I just wake up, and I wake up and I turn on my computer, and we just do our thing. That's
So I
it.
think that I think a lot of that comes back to how you're using social media and using it as a tool, right, to present yourself. So outside of the world of affiliate marketing, if you just use social media as sort of it was intended just to be a part of groups of hobbies, of whatever. But when you decide to use your social media for business, if you're doing affiliate marketing, you're going to have to present things in a light that are favorable for people to click to find out more information.
Yeah.
So if you're inside of a niche, right? And I'll just use mine as an example. Like if you go and you check out my Facebook profile, I mean, my Facebook profile is my friends, my family, and people I do business with, people that are interested in the things that I'm doing, YouTube, podcasting, being an entrepreneur, affiliate marketing, right? These are the things I talk about. They're part of my life. They're things I do. So I share my life, but I also share the success and the failures. Now, I'm not going to lie. I probably tend on the sharing the success side more than the failures. But then when I look at it, I'm like, well, should I do that? Maybe I'm just convinced that success sells more than failure. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you're going to be a marketer on social media, you'd probably need to test that.
Yeah.
But using your personal profile, if it is your personal profile, if you don't do like some people do and have like multiple profiles, which to me, that just seems like a ridiculous way to go about it, because if you want to have a professional profile, that's what they created pages for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like use the tool the way the tool was intended to be used, and I think you'll go a lot further with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I look at social media as just a really excellent tool to connect with people on a very personal level. When it comes to showcasing success and failure and things like that, obviously people want to see success. That's what they want to see that to see what's possible. But the realism part of showing the failure or the feedback that you got from something that didn't work out, I think is equally as important for people who are ready to accept that. Most people aren't ready to accept it. Most people only like to see the happy stuff. That's the reason why you see so many people posting pictures of of these fancy dinners, or of my kid got straight A's and all this kinds of stuff, but they don't realize on the back end that behind the scenes that kid had to work extra hard and failed a lot of tests and had to read all these books and spend all these. People don't want to hear that kind of stuff. They just want to see like, oh, I got this fancy fashion bag that costs $1,000, but they don't want to see that hey, I had to work long hours to save up all my tips, everything, so that I could earn that stuff. They don't see the behind the scenes or beneath the water, right? Stuff that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
That analogy.
I think though too, I mean, if you look at things that are edited, so remember like when reality TV came on, like reality TV started? Well,
Yeah.
there's nothing real about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put real people into a situation and they videoed it, but
Yeah.
then they edited all the stuff out that they can't use. It's boring, that maybe was too over the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or was, rated, at a point where they couldn't share it on a certain platform. Like to date myself, go back to like MTV, right? You know what I mean? Like when they started Reality Road Rules or whatever it was, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's where social media got the idea, right? It's like, let's, let's just show snapshots of what's going on.
Yeah.
So as an affiliate marketer, I think you can use social media. Well, I know you can, but I think the best way to use social media is to utilize it by showing the snapshots that drive the people that you're looking for with a problem to the solution.
Yeah.
You're really framing the story. You know what I mean? So think about it like if you have a blog, right? You're just giving that valuable information piece by piece, leading them down that path to click on your affiliate link. If you're using social media for that, then that's what you have to do. I mean, you have to look at it as the process of a guided journey, right? Through the content that you're posting on social media, whether that be organically, right? Free traffic, or if you're running creatives as an ad, it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that's the true power? The true power of social media, and I'm holding up my phone right now, is the fact that people are getting notifications if they so choose. And if they choose to follow you, they're following you because they're looking for your story, and your story is inspiring them or solving a problem for them. And your job as an affiliate is to create content to guide them in that journey.
Yeah. And sure enough, I mean, I think one of the things that I think people misunderstand about social media is that, by posting something, you're going to be embarrassed that people are going to see it, and that can't be further from the truth, because the people who want to interact with your content are the people who want to interact with your content. The people who don't want to, they're just going to scroll past it. They're not going to think much of it. And Facebook and all these social media platforms are smart enough to know who's interacting and who's paying attention, and they're going to serve that content up to the people who really it matters to the most. If it's a picture of a weekend playing basketball with the kids, then yeah, that's going to resonate with your family, so they're going to like stuff like that. And from there, they're going to fine tune it, so they're going to get the content that they want. And that's the beauty of these algorithms. They're so smart that they can discern what you are actually looking at and serve up more content that you want, because their whole goal at the end of the day is keep you on the platform,
Yeah.
so that you can scroll and see some ads. That's basically it.
Yeah. So, you go back to social media, independent of what platform you choose. Of
Yeah.
course, I always default to Facebook. And I talked about that here on the podcast. When somebody says social media, Facebook pops into my mind.
Yeah, me too.
That's just the demographic that I fall in. You know what I mean? That's the world that, whether or not that I thought Tom from MySpace was cooler than Mark Zuckerberg, I'm not dating myself at all. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's not the issue. The issue is, if you choose to use social media, and take a look at the metaverse that Facebook is trying to create, right? It is positioned for you as an affiliate to make a lot of money if you do it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we talked about this backstage, and I was talking about like people that go all in on their personal beliefs, right? Typically politics and religion, right? Or like the two. Even in my younger years, we used to say that when people would come to a party, it'd be like, look, you're invited, but there's two things we don't do here. We don't talk religion. We don't talk politics, because you know what happens? That kills the party.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hang out with you because you're bringing us down, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's social media. You know what I mean? If you choose to use social media as an affiliate marketer, and you're going to use your personal profile, you'd have to be aware of that. You know what I mean? And just use common sense. Of course, we know common sense ain't common, but try it.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with you, because, I know people personally who have cleaned up their profiles because of that, because they were starting to get involved in affiliate marketing. They were using their personal profile to share, their journey and what they were doing. But at the same time, they were careful to go back and remove posts that might offend other people. And, you just got to take that stuff into consideration, is that, with religion and politics and certain things, that could offend your audience, or a certain segment of your audience. And, to me, you just gotta, if it's for business, keep it, like if you want to just do a Facebook page, business page, and do the Facebook business page, and run that and start utilizing that as a method to attract that audience. But yeah, I totally agree with you on trying to keep it. I mean, I don't want to say keep it clean, but just keep it kind of neutral. Just because, again, there's a reason why, and I apologize if some of you guys are trying to add me as a friend. I apologize, because it's gotten to the point now where when people add you, you really have to vet that person. Like, why are they reaching out to me? Other than the fact that we've got so many friends in common, is this the latest course that just dropped where they teach you what to do? Or are they truly interested in becoming a friend because they want to network, and not necessarily to sell something to me, but maybe to discuss, like, why did you do it this way, and why, and just having a general conversation. I think that's, to me, what's missing, or I feel what's missing, is just having conversation. I think so many people are, I almost feel like I got to the point now where I just feel like there's some kind of ulterior motive when you want to add me as a friend. And it's affected me. So sorry, guys, if you're trying to add me as a friend and I haven't accepted it yet.
But you're spot on with just etiquette, right? Just the way people used to, the way people used to interact with each other. You just shake a man's hand and be like, "How you doing? How's it going? Oh yeah, the weather, such and such." It's people like, "Hey, how you doing today?" "Oh, horrible, man. Like the gout, and then it's been raining the last 3 days, and my dog died, and." What, dude? But then on the opposite side of that is the pitch fest on social media. These people that are taught that from these success coaches that, you got to hit them hard and make sure that they know, exactly what you're offering. It's like, or you could just be a regular person.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be normal and be like, okay, like I'm not on 24/7. You know what I mean? It'd be like the local car sales guy, right? Like, does he, he may sell cars on Facebook, but 24/7, dude, like, you think he's at the grocery store trying to sell a car as somebody's like trying to pick, their favorite ice cream in the ice cream aisle. I'm like, you got to turn it off ever so often, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's got to be on, it's got to be off.
Yeah.
And then like you're talking about like separating sort of like using social media as business. So that's why, like, again, Facebook created pages for your business, for your personal stuff, your effort. I mean, if you read the terms and conditions, you're not even supposed to do business from your personal profile, which everyone violates that. And I don't really see a problem with it because, I mean, Facebook's making money from your personal profile with all the ads and whatnot, but if you choose to go on social media, right, and you're a Satanist and you have a vegan dog, right? I mean, that's your choice, right? Like, don't rage on people that might not agree with your point of view. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you're making enough money from that small market that you're okay with it, with raging against people that are outside of that market. You know what I mean? Again, those are personal choices. Yeah. And this is it's kind of broad in scope, but the affiliate files is the truth about making money online, and online means social media. Yeah. I mean, there's just no way around that. Like, you could be like, okay, well, I only do paid ads. Okay, but you don't want to work with anybody at any time, any point in that adventure. If that's the case, then cool, right? Rock on, dude. Do your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing with social media is that it there's so much opportunities to connect with other people that you'd be a fool not to at least explore that possibility. But yeah, I can see how it just the lines get so blurred with social media, and I know people who use it to promote whatever they're promoting, and they're very outwardly promoting things, like why they have a picture of a before and after, because they're promoting a weight loss product. They want you to get interested in it. They want you to see real people getting real results and getting you to purchase their product. And but these very same people that I know, they also produce lots of content around their family and what's important to them and eating healthy, which goes in line with what they're trying to promote. So they really, to me, have dialed it in and have built their business based off of their personalities, about who they are, about their family people who love their family. They love their grandkids. They showcase them all the time. They're doing stuff. They involve their grandkids in their cooking and all this kinds of stuff. And this lends itself to when they start promoting and start utilizing their social media platform to talk about whatever weight loss product that they're using right now. And so I think that's like a really good mix, because they're not the type of people that's going to be like raining down hard on people who don't like vegan dogs or anything like that. They're not like that. But I think they've struck that really nice balance between the two, and it doesn't come. I mean, I know what they're doing, but it doesn't come off as being offensive or anything to me. I look at it like, oh, that's pretty cool. I like that, and I like the photos, and I like the pictures. I like what they're doing. And next thing you know, they're serving me up all their content. That's how it works, guys.
And I think we talk about here on the affiliate files too. The truth about making money online and is about building relationships.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're using your affiliate, or if you're using your social media to be an affiliate for a product, you're building relationships with the people that you're trying to sell that product to, that you're recommending that product to, that solves their problem. But then on the other hand, right, if you're an affiliate and you're looking at working with certain vendors, then you got to present a certain light, right?
Yeah.
Again, you can choose to only work with the vendors that believe just like you believe, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to be aware of that, you know what I mean? Because when you start doing business with them and you're recommending their product and you're an affiliate for them, everything you do can reflect on that business. You know what I mean? We see that all the time in the space we're in. We're friends with people that are in the make money online space, and we see the things that they do. We see during the launch, they'll post the stats and the updates, and then like ever so often there'll be things that happen that aren't above board, and that gets aired out as well.
Yeah.
And then people come on and they're like cussing people and being inappropriate, or airing dirty laundry that most business people would never air in a public forum, and you're supposed to take these people as professional.
Yeah. That's it's just like the wild, wild west, I guess is the best way to say it. And it depends on how wild you want to get, you know, in this whole arena, or whatever niche that you guys are in. You know, again, it's just I just feel like maybe it's because of the time, the era, the generation that we're in. We have the benefit of being a part of pre-computer, pre-internet age, and then being old enough to understand and see the transition and how things have kind of steadily gone downhill, I should say. But hey, you know what? I mean, that's just the way that is. You adapt to the situation, you overcome it, and yeah, social media as an affiliate marketer, super useful tool. You can really hone in on your audience by posting content. And that's the thing, is if you want to utilize social media as a tool, to me, if you're using your personal profile, incorporate what you believe into that product and that service or whatever you're promoting, and incorporate that into your daily, your posting and things like that. Because people, it's a soft sell, basically, is what I'm saying. If you believe in something and you're not overly pushy about it, and you're just kind of showing things like your daily life, people, you're a certain segment of people are going to resonate with that. Because I think so many people, myself included, and having been in sales for many, many years, I get turned off when people are just like overly aggressive towards me, and I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
That's the part, you know.
So think about it. To really bring this into perspective for the affiliate files, to think about niche marketing on social media. If your niche is drones, right? Think about, you could provide drone footage and behind the scenes of you like launching drones and going
Yeah.
on vacations using drones. That kind of stuff is going to be great. You know what I mean? Now, does all of your posts, specifically on your personal profile, now does all your posts only have to be about drones? I mean, no, of course not. Right? Like it could be like your other interests,
Yeah.
because that makes you real. In my
Yeah.
opinion, that makes you 1,000% more real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For example, we have the podcast. I let people, every time there's a new episode of the affiliate files, guess what? My social media profile gets updated with the affiliate files.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My YouTube channels, I update it. Out of the however a couple thousand friends I have on my Facebook profile, my real me profile, how many of those 2,000 people are interested in everything I post? Probably, I know, a small percentage,
Yeah.
right? Family, friends, whatever, old acquaintances. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But that's the choices you make, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to go all in, and I think a lot of these social media platforms are set up for this, right? To give you multiple accounts, or if they don't give you multiple accounts, they give you multiple ways to do business.
Yeah.
And don't forget, when you're doing affiliate marketing, even if you're starting off as a side hustle, this is a business, right? You are in the business of promoting your links to get people to click on them, to buy the product so you can earn affiliate commissions. Because if you don't do that, you ain't going to make any money and you ain't got no business.
Yeah. Yeah. Be professional. That's it.
Yeah.
Treat it like a real business. If this is something that you want to have earn you some extra side hustle money, or eventually go full time doing it, then you got to treat it as such. You can't. It's not some kind of fly by night thing where you're just gonna plaster, or otherwise known as spam, your link out to your social media following. Because the people who would care about it, if you haven't built up that audience and that rapport with them, they're not going to be around to see it. The people who don't care about it, they're going to ignore it. So it's one of those things where I like the approach of being real, just because we are real. We're human beings. It's unrealistic to think that after this podcast ends, that I'm going to go hop into my Lambo to go to the grocery store to pick up a carton of milk. I mean, that's just not going to happen. I'm going to hop in my 2003 Honda Accord, which runs like a champ still, and I'm going to go pick up my milk from the grocery store. And
Yeah.
I think people appreciate that kind of stuff. It's the realism of what this lifestyle has allowed me to attain. And it may not be the flash and cash, but it's afforded me some freedoms that most other people, the traffic fighters, don't have. You know?
I like that. The traffic fighters. So I don't like to tell people to not do stuff, but here's what not to do. Don't go to ClickBank and find a high gravity offer in a niche and then decide to go on social media and join a whole bunch of groups and paste your ClickBank link in those groups. That is not the way to use social media.
Yeah. That is a surefire way of, number one, getting kicked out of the group. And number two, you're that's just not a good way to go. I mean,
Yeah.
people, you guys got to earn your way. That's it. You got to earn it. And I think people forget that a lot of times. You got to earn it.
You got to earn it. You also have to take time to learn how the social media platform works,
Yeah.
the type of content that people interact with, why they interact with it, what resonates with them. And then again, thinking about your niche and the people that have that problem that your product solve in that niche, and just be smart about it. Do marketing. Don't be out there be spamming. Just learn marketing and understand that if you're recommending products, it's based upon the content that you're delivering on social media, around your platform, around your day-to-day life, your routines, all that good stuff, and just be real about it. I think you'll find a lot more success if you pick another path.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself.
And with that, I'm Gary. He's Ken. Don't forget, episode 50 after this episode, which is 49, is a very, very special episode.
And it's gonna warrant a very special thumbnail.
Yes, with a very special share on social media. And with that, we'll talk to you later.